Welcome back to Improvision Entertainment. My name is Hunterman, and this is more of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. As if we needed more of it. I am almost 7.5 hours into stream, and I honestly thought the game was going to end about 5 hours ago. I feel like it's got... I don't know where the story is going, but I feel like there's a little while longer in it. But now I have absolutely no way of pacing it out.
Thor's testicles! What is happening over there?
What?
No good can come of this.
What has gotten into them?
I had an interact button on you a second ago.
Have you ever known anything like this?
What is going on?
Across the river! The animals have lost their senses! My very pig chewed through her fence and plunged into the river. She tried to swim across.
Oh, I have seen crows attacking one another. Perhaps this is serious.
It is concerning. My raven may see better. Sunan!
What the hell? Sunan mission?
Sunan herself has lost course.
Something must be done.
Do you think we are in danger?
I will look into it.
What are we doing now, game? Like, what is happening? A new Tombs of the Fallen location has been added to the world map. A new what? We're adding things to the world map? Hold on, does that mean that this area is no longer complete? Oh my god, what is this? I need to announce Hunwald's death. You know what? I think that's additional content. We're just gonna ignore that for now. I'm interested, but like, we're just gonna ignore that for now.
Eivor?
Swanborough,
No. Gods, no. Don't say it, please, Eivor. Don't say it.
I am sorry.
Oh! My own one. No! My poor swan! Oh, gods!
You fought bravely and turned the tide to secure a victory. Your dear Hunwald died a hero and will be so remembered.
Oh, gods. I know he would have fainted to hear such praise from your lips. Thank you, Eivor. Thank you.
He walks among warriors now.
Yes. A lucky man. I imagine he does.
I know words are a poor salve for a wounded heart. I'll leave you to mourn, and know that we're here for you, always, should you need us.
Feels like what you would have said if you'd picked the other option, just tacked onto the end there. Report to Ranby. I don't know what Tombs of the Fallen is. I don't know what Tombs of the Fallen is. Do I care? I don't know. What is Basim doing getting into an animus that people just left him with? Like, Rebecca, Sean, what are you doing, guys? And then he jumps into Eivor without first synchronizing, unless we assume he replayed all of the events of the game up to this point. And I still do not know who the last Order member is, who the father is. Unless it's the king, and I still haven't killed him.
I have something for you. A message. Quite strange.
What? Hold on. Hold on, frames? I hope you guys aren't seeing the same frame issues I'm having, but it is really... Let's see if I can refresh it.
Good to see you.
Where's your interact button? I need it to interact with you.
Hamptonshire has fallen, and with it the kingdom of Wessex. But the cost was great. Maybe too great for all we gained.
But not so great they gave me a better animation for this.
On the backs of so many. Time will tell if it was worth it.
England pacified. You pacified all of England, but you've not yet seen all the wonders of the world. Keep exploring further. Keep your saga going. Upgrade your settlement. Hunt the remaining order of the ancients. Complete hidden content. Something, something, and beyond. There was no plot end to England? There was no capper? No story thing that I did all the arcs in England and that's... Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so frustrated. And also, what the fuck is this frame rate right now? The game is falling apart at the seams like Skyrim on a PS3. Please tell me you know where the last order is.
Something for me. What is it?
A letter requesting your presence in the southwest, a village called Athelney.
Nothing strange about a summons for me, is there?
It is not the recipient I find strange. It is the sender. The letter is signed a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Ah, a mysterious partner.
For a short time, I hoped it might be Basim feeding us the names of these targets. He seemed the most likely man, for a time.
Only one way to discover the truth. Thank you, Hytham. I'll take care of this.
Letter from the poor fellow soldier of Christ. I don't know who this would be at this point. Eivor of the Raven clan of Mercia. The order of the ancients is all but destroyed, and your good works in England are all but complete. One heathen yet remains, the Grand Magister of this contemptible order. Should you wish to finish your work, come to Athenay in the northwest of Hampshire, and we will discuss the means by which you may find this last elusive target's blessing upon you. Okay, nobody else that I know of as a character exists in this point in the timeline in Assassin's Creed. So I don't know who this character is, but if you can give me some goddamn closure to this fucking game, that'd be pretty appreciated. We are seriously on a one more thing situation going on here. I can't believe the game didn't have, like, an ending.
Eivor! Gott að sjá þig.
Okay, I want to go west and south. I don't know what Tomb of the Ancients is. I don't know if I need to be concerned with it. Honestly, guys, I don't know if I'm starting Mirage tomorrow. That would be my plan. But also, I might just take a break because this game has been very tiring. To those watching live at twitch.tv/HunterMoon, where you can catch me if you're watching the episodic version. Hopefully, whenever this goes up and you're watching it, I'm still doing this.
Run up the sail! Sail down! Hold on.
Fuck it. I'm right here and I could take out this thing across the way, but I do not care that much. My god, get off the kitty's ass and run around to the side. Off the kitty's ass! God damn it, game, you piece of shit. You absolute, unmitigated piece of shit. Learn to be a good game. How'd you take fun and make it unfun? That doesn't even make sense. How'd you take Norse and make it boring? Oh, I know how you did it. You made the game go on for almost 200 hours. And not like a Skyrim 200 hours where you just keep playing because you feel like you want to do the next thing. Maybe do all the things on the map, whatever, because you're entertained by what you're doing. But like, just forced 200 hours to try and get yourself an ending. And all I did was get to a point where I thought the game was going to end, and then it didn't end. Or maybe I'm in DLC situation where the game originally ended there and then it went on. I don't know.
All right there?
Yes. Hello. I do not mean to intrude, but I'm looking for someone.
And who would that be then?
I do not know exactly.
Well, that'd be why you ain't found him. But you're free to pass the time just here if you like.
Thank you.
These are soul cakes, love. Do you know soul cakes?
I do, I enjoy them.
They're small things, size of a lumpy fist, so they'll bake fast. Keep your eyes sharp.
And the butter, do I baste them?
No need, love. We'll leave the butter for meal time.
I look forward to it.
Right then. I'll leave you to this. If you need me, I'll be doing the washing up next door.
Quite a step down from your former work, Lord.
As their guest, I volunteered to help with the daily chores. They offer me a bed. I tend the cakes.
Do they not feel strange giving orders to their king? Or do they know?
That knowledge would benefit no one.
I read your message. You went through a great deal of trouble to obscure yourself as this poor soldier of Christ. As I remember, you even sent yourself one of these letters in Winchester. A clever touch.
The Order wanted me dead. I had to be careful.
You said you knew nothing about the Order then. Pled ignorance. But you knew everything. Their names, their schemes.
Would you join me for a walk? You look well, Eivor.
I am. The wars have ended, and my settlement thrives.
The wars have not ended. You have simply stopped fighting. But men are brewing plots in mead halls and bedrooms. You will see.
And how are you, Alfred? Getting used to the idea of being unremarkable.
I am well. Better than I expected. In this exile, I have found a somewhat nourishing peace. Each morning, I am awakened by the sun and growling cormorants. I bathe in the chilly water of the marsh. I eat from shrubs and drink from buckets. It is a good life. Simple. Blessed. I've never been so far west. I find it quite peaceful here. Calming.
I've traveled a long way to hear one name, Alfred. Who is the Order's Grand Magister?
Tell your shadowy friends that England is swept clean. Your work is done.
You.
Grand Magister was not a title I desired. It passed to me on the death of my brother. From my father before him. Defilers of God's majesty and grandeur. I was their master, and I loathed them.
Sure.
Goodwin, I set a plan in motion to destroy the Order from within. But my troubles with the Danes delayed that plan.
But your trouble with this Dane is what led to their demise.
You are Norse, are you not?
You have a good ear.
I owe you my thanks, Eivor. For that, I give you this. The key to my study. That you may better understand the good you have done. With the Order all but destroyed, you have made room for a greater idea. One to take its place. A universal divine order, inspired by God for the betterment of man.
With a poor fellow soldier at its head.
You have saved England. Whether or not that was your intent. Now let England save you.
England is no more, Lord. You're the last of her kings, and yet you have no kingdom.
Look around you. God's works are wondrous. They cannot be ignored, nor resisted. In time, all those who accept God will flourish, and all those who defy him will fall away.
Is this when it became
Should you
Templars?
remain in England, you too will one day be her subject.
Oh, bloody crumbs! The cakes are burnt. Where is that man? Young man, where have you gone?
Damn. That may have earned me a night of washing linens. I do not know if we shall meet again, Eivor. God willing we will. As one lord to another, perhaps. I'm coming, my lady. I'm here.
Well, that was also unfulfilling. As was killing most of the Order up to that point. We have a music cue. Are we getting credits?
Alfred gave me a key to unlock his study.
Achievement.
Somewhere in Winchester.
Disorder of the Ancients.
Look at them little balls of soot.
Good lady, forgive me. I was lost in thought.
No matter, just let him cool and we'll begin again.
Direct me, and I will obey.
Okay. Key to the study. Please tell me that's a quest I can... Order players defeated! Okay. Referring to Hatham. Fast travel unavailable. Did I get fast travel back yet?
Broadband Ingvar was a red heather. This bail will I think me ginger. And it's not bad.
Where min dom? Here hand where ye sundrot. Und branto here nebbe.
I don't really want to do this right now. Please tell me fast travel is available. Fast travel is unavailable. Well, that didn't go as planned.
Liedje is dat recht wis?
Okay, anyway. Was there another quest I'm supposed to be on right now?
I think it up.
I still don't care a lot. God damn it.
Sail! To catch the wind!
Go to quest objective. Can I fast travel yet? I can't fast travel yet. Okay, well, while that's happening... How quickly am I getting there? I'm not getting there quickly. Okay. Alright, I guess we're just... Alright guys, I'm not certain why I don't have fast travel. I'm gonna try and drop off this quest at Hatham. And then I guess I'm gonna use the study key to... Because I just looked it up where it was while we were... I guess... I mean, I don't even know what else to say. There's a lot of lessons to be learned here.
I should speak with Hytham.
I'm working on it. Did I get far enough out of range that I can fast travel now? I can. Okay, let's go. Okay. Like, the skill tree is abysmal. The interactivity of like how you run across objects is still not great. There's too much of a focus on heavy combat as opposed to stealthing into locations, gathering intel to be able to better take your target, stuff like that, like you used to do in the older games. You know, playing as an assassin. Oh my god. I love you, Gunner, but like, seriously. I just want to end the main game. That was a little unfair. He might just forge in the flame. He might be giving me like higher level gear or something. I don't know.
Eivor, did Basim contact you in Norway? He said he would be joining you. Yet here you are, and I have no word from him.
Hytham, this will be hard to hear, but Basim attacked us in Norway. Vengeance for some transgression of ours, imagined or real.
You mean you slew him yourself?
Sigurd and I, together. I know this comes as a...
I do not understand. Why would he do such a thing? He loved Sigurd, he loved you.
I do not understand it myself. Perhaps one day we can speak about this with more clarity. But for now, I am deeply sorry.
Give order medallions.
Here you are, Hytham. The last of the Order's sigils. You'll find King Alfred's among them.
King Alfred? Did our poor fellow soldier lead you to his hiding place?
He did, for they were one and the same. Our poor fellow soldier of Christ was the Grand Magister of the Order of the Ancients.
He turned on his own order. Fascinating.
Yeah.
Not turned so much as trampled. His devotion to Christ and what he calls a universal order set him against them from the start. With all sincerity, he loathed the title and the duty he had inherited, and wished them destroyed.
Wonderful. With his abdication, the last stronghold of the Order has been dismantled. All that remain are scraps here and there. And you, Eivor. Now that you have seen our enemy and you understand our cause, I wonder if you would join us. Become a hidden one.
Was this your ultimate goal, Hytham? A trial by fire?
Oh my god, it was the longest,
It is a
boringest
kind
trial.
offer, but I do not believe we fight for quite the same cause. Your creed demands that you keep your triumphs hidden. I prefer my glory to be in plain view for all to see.
If I taught you our creed, if you spent time with it, it could open your mind to another view.
Another view is always welcome, but to live without celebrating one's glory and honor and achievements is not a life for me. But know this, I would give my life in a moment for those I love, and who love me in return. All here, including you, my friend.
I understand you well, Eivor. Very well indeed.
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
So I still didn't get anything. There was no fanfare or anything for the last Order of the Ancient. I'm gonna go to the study. I'm gonna go to the study. I'm gonna look at. Like, I can't believe how this ends. Okay, real quick. Head to the old minister. Oh my god. Okay, I think I'm looking for that green door. I don't remember how I got there before. I think I got there from inside the building. That's boarded off. What happened to swinging down into a window? Oh my god, go in the fucking window! Sideways. Up. Climb. God fucking damn it. Is this it?
This is it. Alfred's study. What secrets has he kept hidden away?
Fabric and iron. Letter from Goodwin. King Alfred, your spies in Mercia report on a curious development. A faction of Norse recently joined the brothers Evar and Uba in a decisive assault on Tamworth, deposing King Burgred and installing a foolish King Thane called Cleowulf in his stead. In following these Norse back to their settlement, your men discovered the presence of a hidden one among the pagans who call himself Hytham. He seems in rather good graces with the two chieftains of this clan, Sigurd Styrbjörn's son and Eivor Berendutzer. I have no idea. Don't ask me. Don't at me. As yet, his motives remain unclear, but it may be we can put him to use as our own. Our poor fellow soldier of Christ has already sent word of the Order's activities to the luminaries of England's major cities. It may be a well-timed letter to Haytham and his companions will speed along our plans considerably. Your faithful servant, Reeve Goodwin. Okay, that was literally nothing new. If you will, there was no revelation. That was the problem with Assassin's Creed Revelations. There were no revelations in it. Alfred's commentaries. I awoke this morning thinking on Alcuin's final letter to Charlemagne, written in fear that the order had corrupted all but his master. Then dead a week later. Did Charlemagne know? Had the order corrupted him as well? Did he order the holy man's death? Or did the great emperor not see this letter at all? Long ago I asked my father how this extraordinary document came into his possession. He had no answer for me. I feared the worst then, as I do now. Outwardly, Charlemagne was a pious defender of Christ's word. It seems impossible to believe he was under the sway of the corrupted cult, but the order is expert at hiding its motives. It has stooped to using Christ's words and the Holy Book as a front for its blasphemous goals before, and the appearance of piety is all too easy to manufacture. Hoist a Bible aloft on the steps of a church and claim divine inspiration. I must be vigilant against such villains. The order of the ancients argues for a hierarchy that flies in the face of God's purpose. They view men and women as debased and corrupt, born of evil intent, yet they worship men they believe were their makers. Akin to a hammer loving the nail, they cannot see outside their own hermetic system. They are not wrong to believe that there must be order in the world for peace to flourish, but they are wrong about the source of this order. Man was made in the image of God. God is the source of the universe's order. Therefore, man need appeal only to God for guidance. In a strange irony, I am grateful for the Danes and their invasion of Northumbria. My title should have gone to Ael. Being dead, it fell to my brother and then to me. God's unlikely gift. I will use it to destroy what I loathe so deeply about the sickening order and start afresh. Goodwin is with me, as are men on the continent. I will soon find others. The order often blesses their pagan creators, what they called the Father of Understanding and the Mother of Wisdom, the Sacred Voice. These are vile blasphemies. There is only the one Father of Understanding. He is the Lord above all. He is the order incarnate. Okay, so the Father of Understanding is what this dude's calling God. Therefore, may the Father of Understanding be this and not else, the invisible hand that plucks harmony from the strings of the universe, nothing more. Let all remaining pagan blasphemies wither into dust. Henceforth I am to improve our lot by harmonizing... Oh my god, hold on. Henceforth I am to improve our lot by harmonizing the average man with the order of the universe, to walk him down a quiet road, to lead him to a safe and sober thoughts, to quiet his mind and cool his impassioned heart. Be he God-fearing or godless, this new order will encompass all and seek to improve man by aligning his needs with the ebb and flow of nature itself. This is my hope, this is my vow. Amen. Let's see if Eivor says anything when I close the letter. Fuck. One more. A Clune's letter to Charlemagne. Wait, what? Is this the same one as the other one? When last we spoke, I warned you that the rot I feared was eating at our healthy, still young flesh of our holy church. Today I'm more convinced than ever something drastic must be done. I have lately confirmed that there exists a group of men and women within our church who belong to a parasitic order of heathens, men and women who wish for nothing less than the perversion of our God's word. As lice upon a loyal hound, they scurry about unseen, using our resources for purposes in opposition to our Savior's plan. In the past year, I have gleaned what I could about the beliefs of these vile usurpers who call themselves the Order of the Ancients. Here are but a few of their disturbing ideas. They believe that mankind was created not by Lord God, but by lesser and imperfect gods, variously called Isu, Archons, Nephilim in various unholy texts. Uh-huh. In this way, they follow the unholy heresies of Gnostic sects that flourished in the years before the Nicene Creed. They refuse the message of the Christ and his redemptive acts of sacrifice. They disbelieve in sin and salvation and seek only knowledge and power, which they believe will free their spirit in the final days. They believe mankind is a lesser form of life, imperfect in the shadow of these lesser gods, and that it is mankind's sole duty to aspire to the example of these lesser gods. Their obsession with these ancient ones has led them to make a fetish of diabolical artifacts, which they believe will give them the power and righteous cause over their fellow men. These devil's tools I have not seen for myself, but I have observed their effects on a few. More blasphemous of their beliefs is perhaps this. They believe that many of the lesser gods still walk the earth, or may return one day in resurrected forms. Some they believe are continually reborn. Sages. They believe these they call sages. Others seem to appear once only and then never again. Whether they believe Lord Jesus Christ to be such one, I have yet to determine, but their literature is full of references to such beings. All this I know to be true. In light of this gathering darkness, I urge swift and violent action, my lord, for the reach of this order is vast and their power insidious. Be thou a soldier for our Christ. Only a sustained campaign of eradication will end their advance. Heed my words with care and wisdom, noble Charlemagne, and may Lord God guard thee, exalt thee, and make thee enter the glory of his blessed everlasting vision, your faithful servant, Alcun of Ilvaforth, 10 May, 804, Anno Dominia. I probably said that wrong even. Say something, Ivor. Fuck. That was totally not worth it. I cannot stress how not worth it that was. That was such an anticlimactic, underwhelming, non-payoff. At least tell me my fast travel is disabled. Nope. Alright, guys. That's, oh my god. That's how this playlist ends. There's stuff left to do. I don't really want to do any of it, but I might do some of it. I can always go for achievements, but this has been Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I have been Hunterman, and I have not enjoyed myself for however long this has been. Approximately, I think, a little more than 185 hours. I feel unfulfilled, even more than I thought I was going to, because I feel like the game didn't even have an ending. And I don't mean like Metal Gear Solid 5 had like 2 endings, both perfectly valid, and then it went on for a little while more, and then that part didn't end, and that was sad. It was kind of like playing a playlist of like 3 seasons of an anime, and then only the first 2 seasons felt like they had conclusions to them. But that wasn't this, because, you know, there was a lot going on in there was a lot going on in Metal Gear Solid 5, and I enjoyed a lot of it. 185 hours, 1 minute, 30 seconds. There we go. I'll be real with you. This is where the playlist ends for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Leave a comment below if you otherwise had a good time. What I'm going to do from this point forward is I'm going to seek out something that's going to recap the story of Assassin's Creed Valhalla and let me know if there was an ending. And that's the only way you're going to see another episode. If I find out there's another ending or an actual ending that I can get to, and then maybe I'll record that. Maybe. No promises on that one, because I am just fed up. Like, this was such an underwhelming experience, and let me just... I mean, presumably if you're watching the playlist, you've been here through the whole thing, but, like, the skill system is a mess. The leveling system is fucked up. Not being able to assassinate people in one go, but more than anything else, as a storyteller, I am deeply offended by the lack of pacing, the lack of forethought on how the story beats work together. I thought maybe what was going to happen was we were going to do all the arcs and lay out all the characters and do each land together, but like, okay, I get it. I get the idea of wanting to break things up into regions that have their own arcs, and like on paper, not a terrible idea. If you didn't have so many regions and so much space, it might have worked, but it didn't work. And one of the main reasons is you never are given a story plot reason to go back to a location. Sure, there's stuff to do. You can pick up wealth, you can do mysteries, you can do world events, you can pick up artifacts, you can destroy curses, you can do the Vision Quest things, which are pretty neat, Animus fragments, all that stuff. But, like, you can do them, it does not encourage you to do them. And furthermore, it doesn't ingratiate you to the NPCs that you find along the way. And actually, the worst problem with the story is constantly giving you choices that, as was assessed with, I believe her name was Anna in the chat the other day, like, the choices you make aren't that impactful, and they muddy the story. They make it so it's unclear what was supposed to happen in history. And I realize it's a fictionalized version of history, but it's not an amorphous version of history. Up until recently in the series, shit's been happening one specific way, and the only real fudging has been, when did Connor build this building on the lawn? When did Ezio build this part of the villa? Like, we smudge chronologically when those things would happen for the purposes of game, and I'm okay with that. But smudging whether somebody does or doesn't die, smudging whether, like, punishing a player for choosing not to lie to somebody and then making it so that the only way it does work is if they lie, so they have to go back on the thing and then lie again. That happened during the course of this stream, stream 23, the longest I've ever streamed any one game so far. Not to say that Euro Truck Simulator 2 is not close, but, like, oh man, at least I have music playing for those. But the story, guys, like, you never get reason to go back to another section of the game, another arc, another place, a place you've already cleared out. You never given a reason to go across the lines that divvy up the districts, and it's just, what the fuck is this? It's not even good in the sense of, like, okay, have you ever read a webcomic where there's a bunch of disparate, non-connective tissue for the characters interacting, but you kind of know who they are, and then somewhere in, after it goes on for a little while, you come to realize, or the artist comes to realize, they can start making a plot, so they start making lasting repercussions for the things that happen, or they start doing bigger arcs, and they start doing escalation, and things start turning into serialized. Like, that could have worked in this, but they never did that. There was no plot escalation. There was a beginning of the game. There was a bunch of things that you could have done in whatever order you choose. Then there was a middle section of the game in which you had to deal with your brother and everything going on with that, like, and the plot happened again for a little while. And then you went back to doing a bunch of seemingly random, unconnected, disconnected story things to get characters who were just gonna fucking kill it near the end of the game anyway, or whatever the end of the game is. I assume this is the end of the game. I assume the game has no ending. I'm very unfulfilled. I'll let you know tomorrow on if tomorrow is when I actually, if I stream again tomorrow for playing Mirage. I will find something to watch tonight that will explain the story of Valhalla and let me know if I missed anything. And then I will impart that upon you at the start of Mirage. But otherwise, like, we're taking too many characters into the present, guys. We got Robert, or Roberts, or whatever his name was, from Assassin's Creed 4, who was the sage. And then, obviously, the Isu left over in digital form, they come back like Juno. Cassandra shows up in the present just to die, which was stupid. Basim gets resurrected. And we never even established in this game how Eivor ends up in North America dead. Like, what leads to that event? That didn't happen during the course of the game. And I double-checked the date timestamp. I don't remember exactly when this game happens, but this game's total events happen over the course of 6 years. 6 years? What happened to experiencing a character's existence for, like, a portion of their life? Ezio Auditore, for all the faults of dwelling on one character for far too long, we literally experience his birth, and then in a well-produced cinematic like story thing, we get to see how he dies. So we literally got to see his whole life, even the parts that wouldn't have been in genetic memory anymore because we got to experience them from some other character's perspective. And his entire existence, multiple games, and their fulfillment and conclusion and unconclusion because we unended one game to end it again more than once. Like, Brotherhood has the ending of Assassin's Creed 2 again, then we unend it to do Revelations, and then we end it again at the end of Revelations, making no progress. And even with all that taken into account, what goes on in the course of Ezio's life is like 5-6 games, and it took less time to have 5 or 6 more or less beginnings, middles, and ends of cohesive story than it took to play this one fucking game that had no ending. I'm done. And I know part of me is going to get drawn back into this world to try and go for all the achievements because it's going to be cleanup. But, like, I'm not expecting anything from doing that. And I'm just going to use it to fill time while I'm listening to, like, podcasts or something. Holy balls. That's your long ending. This has been Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I don't even know if this is like... I haven't been keeping track. I assume I'm over 100 episodes. I have no idea. I have been Hunterman, suffering. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave a comment down below if you're watching the episode version. And I will see you in the future. Catch me live at twitch.tv/Hunterman. Okay, bye. Laters even. Be well and stay safe out there. I wanted to, I don't know. Next time on Game Grumps. Bye-bye! I'll just do everybody's ending at this point. Torturous. Over 8 hours of stream and I didn't get an ending. Okay. Later.